Hi, hello. Welcome to What's in My Camera Bag 2025. This will be basically what I'm taking to PAX this year, which is only just in about 7 days, 8 days if I'm correct. I might be a little bit out of the loop in terms of days, but we are so close to the convention. I'm so glad. Essentially, I'm taking down my usual gear with some extra bits and pieces, just so I can cover a majority of the stuff that I need to cover. Now, by all means, I'm not a professional photographer. I am as amateur as it gets, but I love photography. It is something that I have always been interested in. And I have a lot of friends who are really, really, really fantastic photographers. Um, but in saying that, let's get into the rest of the video. So, what we're really essentially doing and taking with us this trip is we are taking my trusty Nifty 50. Now, I am predominantly a Sony shooter. I know, hey me all you want. Sony is, Sony was, whatever. I don't discriminate between brands. Canon's good, Nikon's good, all that kind of stuff's great. So, I'm taking with me my Nifty 50. Now, my Nifty 50 has been in my bag for, oh God, couple of years now. Fantastic. I've had a lot of good portrait shots with it. I've had some basic street photography and stuff like that. I'm going to be expanding upon my street photography this year down in Melbourne, and I'm hoping to get some really, really nice night life slash rainy vibes if the weather permits. Being what it is, Melbourne is Melbourne. So, in saying that, I've got my trusty 50mm. Now, a new part of my kit, right, is the 85. Now, this one is a bit of a funny story. So I had put this on order probably, I'd like to say at like the start of the year. They didn't have any in stock. Now I was like, yep, cool. I got it at a reasonably good price, thanks to one of my mates that I know. And pretty much I paid for it there and then, forgot about it. And then just last month, I believe it was, I managed to get myself a text message saying, hey, your order's in. My order. Now, this thing I have yet to shoot on. Now, this is just your standard 85 f1.8, just a standard prime, right? I have heard some really, really good information about shooting portraits with a 85mm. It's more refined, the clarity is nicer. You do have to stand a bit further back in regards to the 85. That's not a problem for me. But this will be very handy. I didn't realize that this one is actually, it has like a button that you can click and press, and like an auto manual focus tab, so you can manually focus in, or you can use the camera's auto focus segment basically. Now, I'm keen to shoot on this. I have a really good friend of mine, pretty much my brother, not by blood, but one of my mods, right? I treat him like family. I'm hoping I can use this to get some really, really good shots of him and his partner while we are away. So that's my little test on that one. Now, obviously it comes with a standard lens hood, is what it is. I don't really shoot a lot with the lens hoods, just personal preference. But yeah, now, as I said, I am predominantly a Sony shooter. Now, I shoot with the Sony a7 IV. This is beautiful, right? It shoots 33 megapixels. It has a really decently high ISO range that you can get to. I believe it's 64,000, not like going to be shooting at that anyway. Really nice at low light, really nice all round. Now, as I said earlier, I'm not a professional photographer. I am still learning my craft. So shooting manual is something that I will always have struggles with. But that's in by no means, you can flick this onto shutter, aperture, or pro, whatever the other one is. There's nothing wrong with auto either. Like, hell, I mean, you can't always be straight up, remember what settings you need to go to, and bada bing, bada boom, you're there. But that's pretty much what I predominantly shoot on. I've got currently at the present moment, I've just got the Peak Design handhold. This thing is really handy, pardon the pun, because you can just loosen it, get your hand grip there, because there is a problem with the Sony hand grips. It's the fact of your pinky is always floating. Not a bad thing. You can obviously get a cage for it if you want to go down that path. It's like a little half cage that fits in the bottom. That will hold your pinky. For me, it doesn't bother me. Like, it fits my hand perfectly fine. Obviously, you put your hand through the strap, boom, done. You're gonna have it hang. It's on your hand. It's not going anywhere. But yeah, I haven't shot video on this, but I am shooting video with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which is what I'm currently filming on right now. I am using the DJI ecosystem. So what the audio that you are hearing that is on my collar is the DJI Mic 2. Now we'll get on with that a little bit later because that'd be additional things that are going in the back. Now, that being said, this bad boy here. This is the lens that I got with my camera. Now, I initially was umming and ahhing against getting this lens, but in all honesty, it is a fantastic lens. It's the Sony 20-70 f4. Now, it is a fantastic travel lens. There's no issues with it. It's light, it's convenient, it has that focal range, it's got that wide 20 and that telephoto 70. It's a good bit of kit. However, I really don't utilize this lens as much as I should. It is good, it is great. However, I will be getting a new one, not a 20-70, but a 24-70. I have decided to bite the bullet and get myself a 24-70 Sigma f2.8. It's the art lens, I believe. I've been saving up for quite a bit to get it, but don't get me wrong, as a good starter lens, like even just something to travel around with, it is good. It is fantastic. It has that wide 20 that you can vlog on. I haven't tried vlogging. I haven't really done much video work on the camera itself, but you can vlog on this lens. It's great. It's fast focusing. It's got you can have it as like on, like you're clicking, your different noises and stuff like that. So if you want to like set your aperture, for in this case, my aperture is locked, so it's on auto, but you can change it. You can make it clicky. You can make it non-clicky. It just really depends. You can lock it in place. So say if you want to manually set your focus or your f-stop, essentially you can do that. 9 times out of 10 with this lens, I pretty much left it in auto because I have a toggle for that on the actual camera itself. So in saying that, fantastic lens, I just don't get much use out of it. So that's the only reason why I'm going to be getting rid of it. But if you are in the market to get a 20-70 or something around that market, good lens. Now, in saying that, that's pretty much most of my camera gear that I will be taking down with me. In terms of video content, I will be shooting on the Osmo Pocket 3, which is what we're currently filming on. I have my DJI Mic 2s. Fantastic bit of kit. Like, I love this kit. I use it, I actually use this quite a bit outside of content creation. We play D&D, we actually voice record our sessions, so it makes it a little bit easier to remember what happened and who died and who didn't die. Handy when you're trying to find out the big bad evil guy's plans. So that's pretty much what's going in there. kit basically is going to have like this carry case, the DJI Mic 2. I've got all my cables. I've got this little thing. This thing is essentially, it fits into your hot shoe, right? And you slide it into your camera itself, and then you can essentially clip the transmitter from the microphone itself, not the transmitter or receiver. I always get confused. On this, and it connects directly to your camera. So it has all your settings ready to go. Boom, done. You're good. You're set up. You don't need to change anything from there. I've got your dead cats or your little weather shield, windshield, or whatever you want to call it. All fits into a very neat and tidy bag. Now, let's get onto the bag. Have a look at how the Wandered Provoke V4 goes. Now, I bought this bag last month, maybe the month prior, and it has been really enjoyable. I like the design of it. It's sleek, it's comfortable. It has a lot of pockets. It has a lot of like different things you can do. This is the side entry for the actual camera gear itself. So basically, if you want to get your camera gear on the fly, flip that open. You then basically grab your camera out of there, and then that's it. You're done. You're sorted. Don't have anything in here currently. Like obviously we've got in this section here, we've got you can hold your camera batteries in there. So my 3 camera batteries will be going in there, and then any SD cards and whatever else will be hiding in that as well. I do plan on getting a SD card holder case thing, I guess, would be the optimal point. Let's shift that a little bit. Hi, look, hands. So yeah, plenty of pockets. Like it's got a very large open front section here. It has accessory tabs that you can hook onto here. It also has so on this side is actually where you can have, for example, this expands out. So you can have a tripod to fit in there. You can have a large water bottle in here. It's got the like dedicated hook strap here. So what we do is unhook that, bring it over, slide the tripod in there, and adjust the straps from here. Pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy, very well designed. So there's that. It has a hidden. So this is the back section. So it has these little like cushion pods. I don't know how well you can see that, but the cushion pods. Very comfortable. It has a luggage hold strap, goes across the width of the actual clamshell design. Now, the interesting about this is on the bottom of the bag, there is a couple of hooks they can hook additional stuff on. There's also an extra pocket. It's not deep. It's good if you want to just put some things in there you don't plan to use. We also have a hidden. This is the one thing I liked about the Provoke design is it has a little passport holder hidey hole, one that slides in the back there, and once it's zipped up, and in all honesty, if you weren't familiar with it originally, it's seamless. You don't see it, you don't notice it, it's done, it's dusted. It has these slidable adjusters, so you can slide it up, slide it down, so on and so forth. It has hooks in here for any additional gear. I will be attaching my old Pig Design quick release clamp probably on here before I leave. I just need to get the adjustment right. Very comfortable, very well padded, very well, like breathability is 100% better than what my previous camera bag was. Now, not to throw any shade or anything, my camera bag, my previous one was a Langley Globetrotter. Fantastic, but I found it was too bulky. And that was the only downside of it. Now, I've got my lenses here, camera body. I also have this little fella. This here is the DJI Osmo. Something I kind of grabbed on a whim. It's sleek design. It comes apart. Multifunction dock here. camera here. So you can take this away, put it aside, you can put it on, say like, right. You say you have a hat, right? Just an ordinary duty, not a problem, hat. And you want to go do some vlogging or whatever. You slide the attachment to the edge of the hat, and you can have this upside down or you can have it not. Then all you do is attach it like so. It's magnetic, clips in. There you have it. You have a on-the-go vlogging style. There is also a magnetic necklace that comes with it, and also a suction mount that comes with it as well. So you have plenty of options. It's going to be really interesting test on battery life, how well it handles, what sort of like stuff happens, but also it gives you a heads up this way, like what your charges is, all that stuff for both items. Now, as I said, I don't know what the lifespan is, but we shall work it out and we shall test it. Now, with this bag, it has magnetic clasps at the top, very handy, click together, forget. We have the back section here, but before we go into the clamshell and start packing the gear, let's have a look here. So, additional pocket for any extra bits and pieces. Then we have an additional pocket on the top here, which gives you access to the top section of the actual camera bag. I don't know how well you can see that, but that's for extra gear. So if you say you want to grab DJI carry case for anything, slot that in there, not a problem. Bob's your uncle. Fits in there nicely, right? That's just an example. I'll be fitting my Peak Design tech bag in there at some point as well, which if you're not familiar with the tech bags, they are rather big. They are rather bulky, and size is always an issue when you're coming to packing bags. So yeah, we'll zip that back up. Let's go to the clasp section as well. So there we go, we have holds it there, open that up. You can tighten this up with the actual design buckle. Basically roll this out, unzip it, it has Velcro, but it also has a magnetic strip as well. This gives you access to the entire front section. So you can put, say, a spare hoodie, shirts, whatever, and you can utilize the top section of this bag. Pretty seamless. You basically put it together like that, roll it to whatever your heart's desire is, and then, well, for me, since this is an unloaded bag, I'm gonna basically slide that hook back on. That's it. And then, I've done this the wrong way. Boom, done. It's a good bit of kit. I love this bag. It's great. I haven't really real well tested this as yet, but I'm planning to. But let's have a look at what you get inside the bag. Now, the design difference between the V3 and the V4 is the V3 originally, when you undid the clamshell design, you had to bring the straps with you. This one, the straps stay on the bag and the clamshell opens up. So, as you can see here, I've got it a little bit designed to how I would normally have it. As I said, at the present moment, I haven't got a camera body inserted. But, self-explanatory, grab your trusty camera, take the cap off. I have the shutter closed because I am a bit of a freak when it comes to like making sure, well, let's actually not put that on there. Let's put the 85 on there. Then the 85. Line up the dots, obviously, because you don't want to have an incident where you're breaking shit on the go, right? Take the hood off for now. Like I said, I don't really carry a lot of hoods. You're always left with spares. Don't lose these. Trust me. Because these are actually your white balance caps. It's something to do with 18% grey. I only just learned that out just recently. But essentially, you grab that, you slide it into I think it's that way from memory. Slide it into here. That way, once it's done, you can basically slide that out of your bag itself as a quick grab scenario. I'm pretty sure from memory though, it is this way. So we'll just chuck that in there for now because I will probably have forgotten. Close that over, that tightens that section. What we're gonna do is we're gonna chuck in our 20 to 70, which again will be traded out. So I'm gonna put that there. Now you can have them long ways, you can have them standing up. It is a personal preference, whatever floats your boat. So in this case, this one's gonna go directly in the middle, long ways. 50 mil, it's gonna go in here. Now, obviously the 85 will normally fill into these voids. In this case, I've just got the lens hoods, which actually I might chuck the lens hood on this. So that way, it's all in one neat carry case. Now I'm gonna chuck this bad boy just in the empty slot here, and we're gonna chuck the spares in there as well. Now, you can customize it, obviously. So I've got extra straps. So if you want to, say, keep everything nice in profile, you can slide that across there, so on and so forth. Like so. It's adjustable to however you want it to be adjustable. Obviously, you have extra pockets. It's very neat, very nice. You have extra pockets that basically you can fit like extra cables, batteries, stylus pens, whatever. I don't personally have a laptop as yet. I'm still working on the ins and outs of that, but I will be just taking my trusty tablet with me for basic edits. Now, obviously you have additional pockets here and here for small things like, say, if you've got ND filters for your Osmo or anything like that, you can fit them in there. I carry a set of ND filters with the Osmo in my tech bag. That's just a thing I do. Plenty of room for a tablet. I believe it takes up to a 15-inch laptop. I may be wrong, but it's all inclusive in the section itself. But yeah, that is essentially what is in my camera bag for 2025. Yeah. I'm going to be basically filling this out, playing with it, putting the microphones away, putting them into the correct sections here, and then loading in my tech bag. Now, basically my tech bag will consist of chargers. So for example, this is your Peak Design bag. So let's close this up. And this is weatherproof. It has YKK weather sealed zippers, which I still don't understand the terminology, but that in itself is a very light bag. Now, let's come to Peak Design bag. Now, very handy, very neat, very, very, very nice, very smooth. Check that over there, right? It's pretty basic, right? It's a tech bag, nothing more than less. You can hook them onto the front of your bag if you so choose to. My camera bag did come with accessory straps, so I believe that they can take that. So you have a spare pocket at the back here, little carry case handle if you so choose to use it. I personally don't. That's just me. So you will open this up, and this opens like a clamshell. It's very neat, very stylish. So in this side, I've got just a belt holding, like for your camera, you clip it over your belt, holds it in place. So you can, with the Peak Design quick release clamps, you can basically grab the camera itself, slide it off the mount, Bob's your uncle, you're set. I've got a SSD, just one that I've made going forward. It's just a spare SSD I had in my old computer. Still runs perfectly fine to this day, not a problem. Now, I have ND filters for the Osmo Pocket 3. So, I haven't had the privilege to use these as yet, but they came with the unit. So extra pockets holds there, extra zips in here. Oh, actually I had that open. No, there you go. So yeah, that opens up like that. It's got a sticker in there at the present moment. I've got 2 spare pockets here. I have more pockets here as well. Now I've got 2 spare chargers in here with an extra spot there. The reason why I have that is because most of my gear is USB-C, and it just makes it a hell of a lot easier to go and charge things. I'll be throwing in my 65 watt Anchor Prime charger that I was given by the guys over at Anchor. Fantastic crew. Not sponsored, but they good bunch of fellas. But yeah, basically this will have majority of my stuff in there that will have cables, it will have extra like bits and pieces that I need for on-the-go stuff. And that's essentially it. I don't really have anything else to add into that. I would be taking a power bank with me. But essentially, yeah, there'll be that. I'll have the carry case, an actual phone, I guess cradle is what you would call it. I do have a mini tripod, but I'm probably going to really rely on using the Osmo Pocket 3 for any like video format stuff, recording of packs, all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to be testing out the DJI Nano in terms of like its low light capability. I've heard is absolutely insane. So I'm keen to get like a POV photography side of things. So yeah, until then, thank you. And I will see you live at PAX.